Good morning, you absolute legends. I've got a treat for us this morning. That is us. You and I both have a treat. Me and you. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning to record the podcast with Daniel, who's in Australia, so it's just a regular hour for him. For me, it was like pulling myself out of bed in the middle of the night. And I woke up to this message. Here it is.
Alright mate, turns out I've got to do radio now. We're leaving an apartment here in Melbourne and then I'm going to do that and then it's straight to the fucking airport until we get to Darwin, which I don't get until about 12 tonight. So if you want to, I can possibly do one later on this evening for you. Well, later on for me. Or, alternatively, I've literally just recorded one with Bart Freeburn there, just because I realised that I'd fucked up the timing. So if you want to just fucking put that one out, we can. Or I'll message you when I'm in Darwin.
So that's what we're going to do. I watched an episode of Line of Duty with Natalie before work instead of recording a podcast, which was really nice. And then Daniel's just sent me this. And I'm going to put it out for you now for the regular early access podcast with Daniel and Bart, and I am going to listen to it with you. I haven't listened to it back yet, but you know what? If everything from Two Woke Cooks made the cut and nothing got edited out, apart from the stuff that got cancelled by QAnon, I'm sure there's nothing that's going to get Daniel cancelled, and if there is, ha 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 ha. So yes, on Thursday you're going to have the bonus episode, which will be a classic Muggins and Cream, and you're going to get your what would normally be a bonus episode today as your early access. Enjoy.
Sloss and Humphreys on the road.
Muggins and Cream, Cream and Muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking Muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, Muggles.
Accidental rib job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11?
All right, and welcome back to another episode of Sloss and Humphreys on the road, where I was meant to do it with Kai, but well, just the time difference is too much, and I'm flying to Darwin this evening, so we've got Imposter Kai.
Hi, I'm Imposter Kai.
Yeah, can you do his accent?
I've been holidays Mummy!
That is what he does. He does cry for his mummy on every podcast. Normally around the time we do the dad jokes, he just gets so sad.
I miss me mum.
It's Bart Freeburn.
Hi everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back on an impromptu one.
Yeah.
We went to get some noodles, some ramen.
Ramen.
Aye, because I've always felt that like that's a good thing about like Australia is they get really good Asian food because like there's so many like Asian countries nearby, so there's a lot of migrants coming over. That's why like you get such good fucking Mexican food in America.
That's true.
Especially in like California and stuff. And just in Scotland, we're just like, no wonder we've got no fucking cuisine.
Yeah.
Like our only border is with England.
What?
And then over the seas, it's either Iceland where they eat fucking whale, Norwegians where they ferment fish, and then fucking Ireland, which is just us with less potatoes.
You are triangulated amongst some of the most boring food countries in the world.
Man, we are in the Bermuda's food triangle.
The Bermuda Polygon?
The
It's a lot.
Bermuda.
Yeah.
That's why I think you don't get like really good cuisine. We get a bit of it, but we basically get like all of the migrants that hated England.
Yeah.
They just go, all right, we'll just head further up north.
Go north.
And we're like, oh fucking, what is this?
You've got good Indian food, and then
We do.
the Scottish twist on it, which is what are they, munchie boxes?
Munchie boxes, yeah.
Which eat one, if you're not Scottish, you will probably die of heart disease 20 minutes after.
Yeah, like munchie boxes, like it sounds like something you only order when high, which is true for me. I don't think I'll ever have it. But there are just so many people that are just like, that's my Friday, Saturday night, get a munchie box.
Sounds like what a bogan woman would call her pussy. Come here and fucking hook into me munchie box.
Come on, just fucking lick me fucking
If you go deep enough, you might actually find a sausage roll, cunt.
Oh, I'm gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna fucking squirt.
Oh, fucking back off! I might shit when I come. I should have fucking dropped one off in the pool before we fucked.
You know what? Stick a finger up there, just plug it shut.
Keep it up there. It's the boy with the finger in the knot dyke.
So for those that don't know what munchie box is,
It's a fucking tasty pussy.
It's a tasty. I've not fucking shaved it in a while, but come on, it's been a fucking long time. Where am I
Extra
gonna fucking
fibre,
get it?
mate.
Where am I gonna get it fucking waxed?
Yeah. Mate, I won't get it waxed so you can floss while you eat.
Dental hygiene's more important to me than vaginal hygiene, as you'll quickly find out.
What, you're not going down on me? What are you? Poof?
So it contains chicken pakora, chips. I'm still talking about. This is true for both munchie boxes.
Keeping it culinary.
Yeah. It's well, that's a. I'm glad you tried the munchie box.
Oh, they're amazing.
You're a good foodie. Because your stance with food is I'll fucking eat
anything,
whatever it is.
It's good shit.
Yeah, like if you like, you get so many people that when they would go to another place, like I'll only eat in the fucking best restaurants there. You're like, I want to see what shit the locals eat when they're drunk.
Yeah,
like that's
out of the bin.
Yeah, the stuff they throw away.
Yeah, the shit that is like, this is what everybody eats, and it's good.
Yeah,
it's not. I hate people that elevate food. Because it's literally all it's one of the basic things you need as an organism.
Yeah.
To make it look like it's something more than that. You're like, no, it's just we're gonna have a good time doing it, but we're just staying alive eating it.
Yeah.
So chicken pakora,
are like onion bhajis.
Onion bhajis, I feel, are like a real mainstay of Scottish society.
Yeah, well, that's a vegetable thing. So we're genuinely like,
that's what's holding scurvy off the whole country.
I think we just stopped testing for scurvy. So we were like, it's just assumed at this
You're
point.
fine.
Yeah. Look, you're gonna if you make it to 50, you'll walk funny. And at that point, bravo.
Doesn't matter. Bhaji is a great word.
Bhaji, yeah.
Bhaji, like what is it? What is it even?
I don't know, man. Like, because you find out, especially the UK, like all of the UK's favorite like Indian cuisines are not Indian at all.
No.
Like they don't eat them in India. Like kormas don't exist there. They're just like, it's only you that fucking eat this.
Yeah.
And we just had to make it up because you can't handle our levels of spice.
How polite is a culture that when they take their food that they love to another country, they'll change it until the
idiots
this is all right. I actually quite like this.
It's like just a recipe that's been in your family for 60 fucking years, and you're just cooking it away, and they're like, it's a bit too spicy, mate.
Oh, I started to have strange flavour.
Is there any chance you could fucking put some coconut milk in this?
What is this? It's coconut milk and tomato.
Oh, me fucking arsehole's going to be tattered tomorrow.
I feel like I'm travelling all over the world. This is definitely not a biscuit. That's what this is.
Where did you get the fatty potato from? And then you're just like a single tear rolling down their face, like the ghosts of all their ancestors being, please don't bring any more dishonour on this family. As he just has to open up another tin of coconut milk and just less spices in. Oh man! I'm trying to assimilate ancestors. Understand? I'm doing this for the good of the family.
Yeah. 7 litres of coconut milk to 1 spoonful of cardamom. It's naturopathy. Is it naturopathy? What is it? Oh, homeopathy. Homeopathy, where they do like the trace element of a thing in water and then sell it to you $50. That's Indian food in the UK.
I went. There's so many great ramen places in Melbourne, but I went to one and they had one which was called like the fucking Godfire ramen. Now I've always been a fucking spice wuss, right?
Yeah.
Like was never fucking good with spice at all until I started shagging Cara, because she will put cayenne pepper in anything.
Spicy.
Yeah. When we have like spicy lasagna, which I know people just go,
spicy lasagna.
It's my favourite meal. Like I could never go back to normal lasagna after this. I'm just like, what is this fucking weak sauce?
She's moving you closer to that's a spicy meatball.
Maybe that's what she is.
She's got a plan.
That's all she's wanted.
She hears this and goes, "Fuck!"
It's so close. That's a spicy lasagna. She rubs her fingers together. We're getting closer.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! It's a spicy meatball. She really wanted an Italian boyfriend, but none of them go to Aberdeen, so she just had to settle.
Oh, fucking Italian in Aberdeen.
Oh god,
Jesus,
yeah, wouldn't fucking go well. So she's like put spices in so much things, like fucking any pastas, any fucking stuff. So my tolerance has absolutely gone up, and but I walked into this place and I'm like, can I have the Godfire ramen? and I get up, and it's like I'm confident at the time. They're like, "There's 4 levels of spice, 1, 2, 3, or 4," and I'm like, "Fuck, I know." Like I want to say 4 because I know I can handle it, but also that's their 4.
Yeah.
like a white person's 4.
The conversion's not the same.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's like it's like dog years to human
Yeah.
years. Like
Yeah.
it's a difference of 7.
It's 4 zeros at the end of a 10.
And so I went up and I was just like 2, please, and they gave me that, and it was genuinely all right to the point where I was like, but if I went back in and did a 4, would they? In my head, I'm like, there's that fucking cunt.
Man, 4 means they go into the kitchen and they go, let's fuck this dumb white cunt up.
Yeah, what a fuck! How dare he walk into our fucking restaurant?
It's a culinary way to exercise your white guilt.
You just go into any restaurant run by non-white people. You're like, just fuck me up with your food.
Deserve it. I'll pay you $25. Make me cry. I'll get it.
This is reparations.
Please, I'm gonna just shit weird for a week. The other side of it, I think, is hilarious, which is, white franchises. It is KFC, the whitest franchise ever.
Absolutely.
Right? Actually built on whiteness.
Yeah.
Right, which is not built on whiteness at all, but let's not go into that.
Yes, aye.
They have the supercharged sauce, which is spicy. It's probably a 1 out of 4 to the ramen scale.
Yeah.
And I remember going into a KFC and being like, "Can I get a burger? I'll get a burger." And the pre-teen or the teen, he would have just been tipping over to teenager, greasy boy was like, "Oh yeah, you reckon you can handle the supercharged sauce?" Like as if this is a Jackass episode where I'm going to taste it and be like, "Oh no, I'm dead."
Just immediately shitting fire out your ass. Him and his friends lighting joints off, and this fucking white loser thought he was going to be able.
Dumb cunt gets wrecked. 1 million views. and it's just mildly peppery mayonnaise.
And he's just looking at you. Do you do what's your spice tolerance?
I think I've gone down over the years, but there was a period where I was up a bit because I was working at a Indian restaurant in Brisbane called the Banyan Tree, which is fancy enough that white people were serving.
Okay.
White people in the front, brown people in the back, as it should be. And
they're making the food and us being as far away from the food as possible.
We're serving it. But
we'll transport it.
The fucking chef was good. It was a very good restaurant, and they used to make staff dinners afterwards, and it was hot as fuck. And I over a couple of months I got used to it till I genuinely enjoyed what I'd say is a high level of spice for someone of my skin color.
Yeah.
I was in there, and then it's subsequently gone down where I would be fine with chilies in most stuff, like a 7 out of 10 maybe, but I'd never go Godfire.
With Godfire, I think it was red. They kind of just gave it. It wasn't the spiciest thing.
There's something questionable about when a food becomes a challenge to your masculinity.
Oh yeah,
what?
Can you fit it up your arse?
Yeah, what? Will it make you come?
Yeah, that's the ultimate test.
Yeah.
If it's not corn dog shape, I'm not eating it.
Look, if this soup doesn't have a wig on, I don't think I'm going to be able to fuck it.
I know it's somebody else's sloppy seconds, and I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
I've never I've got a lot of toxic masculinity in my fucking life. When it comes to booze or drugs, and I become a toxic man, but I'll do fucking more than anyone else in this fucking situation.
Yeah.
But I've always been good with when they're like, "I bet you can't eat this burger." I'm like, you know what? I bet I can. I bet it sounds absolutely reasonable.
I
not.
can't do it. So your toxic masculinity is solely based around toxins.
Yes, yeah, my toxic masculinity.
Yeah, it's that, and bet you could let this snake bite you 8 times. I'll let it bite me 9
times. Yeah, and then I'll bite the fucking cut itself.
Yeah.
I know it's venomous, but let's check if it's poisonous. And that's the important distinction, just for everyone out there.
It's true.
It's venomous is if it bites you, you die.
You get it.
And poisonous is if you bite it, you die.
You need a double whammy, so you die together.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
A suicide pact with a snake.
I think it's pronounced suicide pact. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. This is the perfect podcast for it. And trust me, look, this is something that comes up on our podcast a lot. You told a joke there, and I enjoyed it and laughed. Kai, for the past several episodes that we've done, has finally, after 4 years of been doing this podcast, has been called out for like never listening to any of the jokes I tell on the podcast. He will I'll be talking and I'll say something funny, and he's just staring at me, like playing the sentence he's about to do in his head.
Oh, he's got it queued up. Yeah, he's not.
And then now that him and Natalie, because Natalie normally listens to the podcast on her way to work and stuff, so he'd never listened to it fucking back.
Yeah.
But now that they're having breakfast together every morning, and he's not working at the moment, they're listening to the podcast, and he's just finally hearing himself. He's like, "Oh, that was a funny joke. I didn't hear Sloss tell that. You were in the room with him, cunt."
You were there.
Yeah.
While I'm here, love you, Kai and Natalie. Miss you guys. Wish you could come to Australia so I could fuck you up with some spicy soup.
Yeah. Oh, I think Kai's decent with spice. Or am I just being racist because Natalie?
No.
Is that like an assumption? Like, do I know if Kai? Or am I just making a very...
What's the least spicy place? It's got to be somewhere in the UK. The least spicy place in the world.
The least spicy place in the world has to... You imagine it's somewhere like Sussex.
Yeah.
Like, or Edinburgh. Like, we're pretty...
Yeah, it's not a lot of spice there.
Ireland.
Yeah.
There's no spice in Ireland. There's no spice in Ireland. No.
They haven't got... Worcestershire would be the spiciest thing that I have.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot.
And also, is that how you say it?
No.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
I don't know. Black flavour sauce. What I like to call the devil's vinegar.
It's like his squidding, but it came out of his dick. It's not good.
I'm gonna Worcestershire. That's pretty old. I don't know how long that sauce has been around for.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how it been made, because it tastes like it was one of those accidental inventions. Like, you know how like booze was accidental, like something
just
fermented.
some lazy monk.
Yeah, let some shit go off.
Yeah.
Was like, I'm not going to do it. Drank it and then go. Fuck.
Someone drank off perfume. That was that was whiskey. That was the initial whiskey.
Oh yeah, they were just like, this perfume smells horrific, but boy, does it go down smooth.
Oi, Macca, I bet you 2 of me favourite Bibles. You couldn't drink that whole barrel, you poof.
Just for thank God we have this booze now, because like all that fucking fermented goat's milk.
Yeah.
You ever seen the video of the animals that get drunk off the...
Yeah, off the trees, the fruit trees.
Which I just think is so great. Like, it's just a creature thing of like...
Yeah.
Hey, that thing's poisonous. How poisonous?
Yeah.
Like, poisonous to a death level, or poisonous to a... Whoa, almost a death level.
What happens with the bugs and animals that eat the coca plants?
Oh, do you reckon they're just fucking wired?
It's
the only gazelle that can outrun a lion and
just set up a small entrepreneurial business selling crypto in the Colombian jungle.
Yeah, it's just, I reckon there are very few meat-eating predators in the mountains of Mexico, just because all of the leaf-eating ones are just buzzed to fuck.
Every jaguar in the Amazon is a real estate agent.
Has to shop in KFC. It's like I couldn't catch any of it. Like, they're all on gear. They're so fast.
It's they creep across to kill the crocodile. Have you seen the jaguar swim across the river and they just fucking take a crocodile? They're not killing it. They're taking it back to an open house.
Honestly, I don't know why you cunts live in this river.
Have a look at it's a caiman, I think. Whatever that, yeah. And it's like, hey, but look at it's up and coming, but it's a beautiful.
The guy, my fucking back of my neck is bleeding. Jesus Christ!
Have some of these leaves. The crocodile's like, I'm gonna be a dentist.
Just rubbing the coke into his gums takes hours, but by the end of it, it's a lot of...
It's an overdose.
Yeah, I need another bag!
Ooh.
Speaking of crocodiles, me and Jean are swimming with crocodiles tomorrow, in a sense.
Oh yeah, you are swimming with crocodiles?
Yeah, well, because we're going to Darwin for the first time, and we were, George, my agent over here, manager, I don't know the fucking title. Jorge, the god, the Papa Roach.
He is a god, he's a legend.
I was like, me and Jane will probably just go like fucking in the sea, swimming in Darwin. He's like, you're not
No, it's a lot of danger.
Yeah, everyone in Australia, if you want to see an Australian immediately raise their eyebrows and correct you, just say, yeah, we're going to Darwin and we're going to go swimming in the sea. And they're like, oh, can't.
Oh, mate. It's
jellyfish.
Box jellyfish are by far the worst.
Yeah,
the most terrifying.
Box jellyfish, and are they shaped like boxes?
Munchy box jellyfish. Eat my pussy.
It'll fucking sting you, but guess what? If it stings you, you can just pee on it. Come on, I'm gonna squirt.
Man, I didn't pee on it. I fucking came on it.
Is that how you get rid of the box jellyfish king? I've got to come on this. We're gonna need more men.
It's bukkake or death.
It's where it came from. That's the original bukkake. Actually stemmed from a bunch of people swimming in the sea, getting stung by box jellyfish.
Without condoms.
Without condoms.
Going in raw dog.
Raw dogging the sea. They got raw dogging the big sea.
Raw dogging
the big C words, and they got stung, and then they just had to be. Pee didn't work. They had to go for cum, which I don't know if there's any doctors out there that confirm this, but cum is just concentrated pee.
Yeah.
Like
same pipe, but it's been aged.
Yeah, that's all. It's just
barrel aged urine.
Yeah, it's like the difference between like red wine and port. Like it's all the same thing. It's just
Dude, everything's the same. Man, so you're gonna fucking swim with them?
Well, we're not. You don't like. It's a cage that we go in, and then they're like, and it's underwater, and like they feed the crocs around you.
You're prick teasing the crocodiles.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like if
I'm gonna go into there and I'm just gonna like rub butter on myself.
It's like if we're eating and someone just puts a steak in a cage in front of us.
Yeah.
And we're like, why can't we? The
like you're eating at a seafood restaurant and it's just a lobster and a tube, just like sexy dance with bikini on.
Why has that lobster got a GoPro on? It's just.
It's the opposite of the seafood restaurants where you pick. It's just they're taunting you. I want to taunt those motherfuckers.
They're there to watch us eat. It is. It's a lobster restaurant where you're the lobster.
Why is it only emus that Australia went to war with? Of all the other animals in your country that need to fucking die,
the real war was the rabbits.
Yeah,
myxomatosis, dude.
Is that what that was?
So we brought them over.
Yeah.
Bad move. But the idea is, like they're kind of cool. You get to eat them a bit. They're cute and shit.
Yeah.
Turns out they fuck like themselves.
They do. That's what. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They fuck like themselves, and they fucking destroyed agriculture. There was just swarms of them everywhere.
Is this? And there was also the cane toads thing. I know
that's still happening. Cane toads are fucking us now,
and you're allowed to kill them.
You should.
Yeah.
So my sister is married to a beautiful Swedish man. Mm-hmm. Last time I was in Queensland with him, there were 2 cane toads out there from my brother's place that I curb stomped to death in front of him. That he was like, what? Why would you? I'm like, they're bad. You need to do it. Here's one. You go. And he was like, I'm fine. So I'm like, watch me stomp it so its guts come out of its mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
But they're genuinely killing Australian wildlife.
Yeah, you've got to, there was I remember watching a documentary on something a while ago where they were just they were encouraging Australians, if you see them on the road, swerve and run them over. They are a fucking menace. They're a pest.
Yeah, they're horrible.
You've got to.
You are literally trying to knife the ocean of what's happening.
Yeah.
There's an ecological disaster happening. I've had very fond memories of a teenager when my first buddy got his license, us doing burnouts on a cane toad corpse. Proper Fast and Furious.
Just spreading it on it's all the other cane toads around there, too stupid to move, just getting sprayed with their ants. Innards.
Yeah. But the rabbits barking destroyed agriculture. If you look at footage, which it must be the 30s, I have no fucking idea. It's in last century that they developed a disease called myxomatosis, which made them go blind first and they would die. They proper unleashed the plague, a man-made plague.
Oh, was myxomatosis man-made?
Yes.
Oh.
It was engineered.
So that's the rabbits' COVID-19.
That is.
And we're the...
Yeah, that's their Wuhan.
God, God, so we did do chemical warfare, we just did it on rabbits.
Yeah, we did full biological, like...
Very unnecessary to make them blind first, but I guess that's
think
just
it's
so they're easier to hit with a bat or something.
No, it's just one of the side effects.
Oh.
So they go blind and then they die quickly after. But now, even now, if you have a pet rabbit, there's a chance it'll get myxomatosis and die still.
Because of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a man-made disease.
Yeah. People may correct me, but I'm 99% sure that it is.
I'm not going to fucking correct you.
Yeah.
There are so many animals in this country that need to die. I've been staying at Jean and Ennixton in Coogee Bay, and there is a type of bird in Australia that does an impression of an alarm clock between 3 and 4 a.m.
Oh.
And I don't know if it's like Jean was like, is it a kookaburra? I'm like, I've got no idea. All I know is like every morning when I was staying at hers, it would be like 5 a.m. and just a bird would go beep, whoop, 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 and then another one in the distance would hear and be like, oh fucking it's alarm clock time, and they would just beep, constantly back and forth. And I'm just sitting there going, if these animals existed in Scotland, they would be extinct. They wouldn't. Like, it would take one bird outside of one fucking council flat in Glasgow, and every single one of us would be like, right, this bird is now a fucking delicacy.
Yeah.
It's the new fucking haggis. We're hunting them to extinction.
Dead to headbutts.
Yeah.
Just Glaswegians on trampolines, just headbutting birds out of the air, being like, fucking take that!
Like, you know, you watch all those David Attenborough talking, like the great one about humans, about the tribes out in the rainforest who would like climb up a fucking tree and they just like get all their like raw honey from all the bees up there, but like the Glasgow version, it's just them going up and just headbutting a fucking nest of these things, just coming down with like scrambled eggs on their head, being like, doing it for the fucking city, mate.
It lands on a barbecue, they're like, yeah.
This is ours.
Fuck, man. There's enough... Yeah, I think Australia's got a lot of animals that are just cunts.
Yeah, and they're just so allowed to exist.
Yeah.
Because I think in Australia originally, like, you used to have a lot of really large fucking like fauna. Like,
we're talking mega...
Yeah, like,
mega fauna.
Like thousands and thousands of years ago.
Is that thousands of years? I thought it was like last 10...
Was it?
Last decade? How long have the dinosaurs been gone for?
A couple of weeks.
I think they're still here.
Well, you fucking see who's on the board at some of these fucking festivals.
They're just
politicians.
Bunch of fat cats running shit from Canberra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so real big. We're talking like millions of years ago. Megafauna.
Well, no, because I know humans hunted them to death. Like,
so 60,000.
So 60,000, yeah. There was like a lot of like, they were really like, just bigger versions of the animals they've got now. Like wolves, way bigger.
Massive birds.
Massive birds, massive pigs, massive, like, and we're talking like the size of fucking humans.
Massive pigs are kind of the size of humans already.
Yeah, oh, well, but I mean like not if they were
like
standing.
Yeah, standing pigs?
Yeah, like...
Walking pigs?
Huge.
There's bloody walking pigs all over the place now, mate.
But yeah, fuck as they work in the fucking polo. This is all
wearing uniforms holding us down.
Why do we call them pigs? Why do we call the police pigs?
I don't know.
Police Inspector Gadget, and it's an acronym.
Is it?
I don't know.
I just thought
it's definitely not Police Inspector Gadget. That's
because they were greedy gutses.
Is
greedy for justice? Well, yeah, I have no idea where that came from. One of my favourites is Grunt, Grunt, Copper, Cunt.
I've never
not heard that one.
Grunt, Copper, Cunt. Yeah, that's great.
That's a good Aussie. I'm sure that's Aussie. Fucking Aussie, yes.
Aye.
Yeah, no, the pig. So yeah, megafauna. We're talking last 100,000 years.
Yeah,
the Aboriginals.
They sort of like we'll keep a good balance with these creatures, or maybe they were the ones that hunted it.
They've got to. Well, there were none. I don't know what happened when we got there. I wasn't there.
Oh, aye. When did we come over and ruin?
17.
Oh, then way before that. Yeah. So yeah. That was just the other day. Like I didn't know what the name of the racist party in Australia was. Like you go to every country and they
it's Australia.
But like there's a party and it's the racist party of Australia and it's called Reclaim Australia.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, you know that
this was never yours.
Like just the name that objectively ignores history.
It doesn't even think that anything happened before they were born. To be honest.
Like, you could have a Reclaim Australia party, but nobody on the board of that's allowed to be white. Like, that's not a white party.
There's not... Unless it is...
How is your name Tony and you're in the Reclaim Australia party?
Unless they are genuinely going, hey, we need to give it back, which fucking yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Which is what Paul Keating was renowned for, passing Mabo, which is saying that Aboriginal people have a right to land. That was in the 80s, and he got massive pushback from white Australia going, nah, fucking, what about us? And you're like, no, we took it.
Yeah, they were supposed.
We forcibly took it.
Yeah.
I think they should be allowed to have some land. No, I need land. Shut up, cunt.
But we gave them a day.
Yeah.
We gave them a day where we're like, hey, we love you, we miss you. And,
That lip service is pretty synonymous with the modern world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, shit's a bit off, but let's wear a colour.
Yeah, sorry we did that thing to you. How does a little badge and a week feel? Why are
wearing-
you still upset? I don't understand. Fine, we'll make it a month.
I wore a purple hat for you.
Like, I don't know. I'm absolutely profiting still and benefiting off what my ancestors did.
Genocide, well, how about we do a charity?
The whoopsie daisy.
It's a fucking lot of that, isn't it? I'd say we've fucked up rabbits, and then out of the native species, we're culling kangaroos on a scale that is not enough. Like, there's too many.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's a point where there's areas where kangaroos are... I don't know enough about this, but they're just... Because of agriculture, they've been able to spread. There's more grassland, so they can breed easier.
They're like too close to human for me to feel comfortable. Like,
They are pretty much
they're
people.
they're on two legs, and I'm like,
Well, some of the time.
it's like when the episode of Simpsons where the dolphins come out of the water, and you're like,
Yeah.
like the second if they can walk, they're too close to us, and we gotta.
Have you eaten them?
Kangaroo's fucking
Yeah, it's
delicious.
delicious,
Like,
yeah.
it's really, really nice meat.
So if you eat kangaroo, I think it's almost 100% chance it's been shot.
Yeah.
That's how they get them. They actually hunt them still. There's
And
they're wild in areas, and they just cruise around in utes shooting kangaroos.
I imagine like it would, like you've got to hit a vital part of a fucking kangaroo for it to.
Yeah.
It's not like a bird where you can just fucking hit any
Yeah,
part of a
tail.
bird and it'll explode.
Tail is
That's
that's where all the good stuff is.
That's the good kangaroo meat.
Dick, balls, heart, liver. It's all in the tail. It's all in the tail, man.
That's all the good bits.
Man, I think, dudes are pretty good shots. They just
Yeah.
axe them.
I don't know. Remember that fucking meme that went around on the Twitter for a while when they were talking about gun control, and some guy was like, "What if you get rid of automatic rifles? What am I going to do about the 40 to 60 wild hogs in my yard?" Do you remember?
I don't
that meme?
remember that. That sounds awesome.
Oh
It's
right, so it's
good.
just so basically
So
what
good.
happened was just like there's been another mass shooting in America, and like all the liberals were online going, "We need to have gun reform. Like, there's no reason to have an AR-15." And some guy replied, being like, "No reason to have an AR-15. What am I supposed to do when my kids are playing in the garden and 45 to 60 feral hogs turn up?" And it was such like a
So
specific
good.
number.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, so the internet obviously went buck wild. Like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
45 to 60. But it turns out, like, the guy who did that fucking tweet, I heard him on a podcast one, and he was dead sound because he was just like, yeah, man, I phrased that fucking weird. Yeah. But the point I was trying to make was, like, there's parts of, like, Texas where there's just feral hogs, and they're an infestation.
The same here.
Yeah. And the only way to get rid of them is to fly around with a helicopter with like AR-15s
or a sniper rifle,
but you need to be able to like literally mow these fucking things down, and it then turned into an argument of like this is the problem with like the left of America is they go, look, there's no why would anyone need a gun? And then there's a farmer going, well, because otherwise it'll eat all my crops and I'm going to starve to death.
It's both those arguments are valid. The control thing I get, which is just like, let's make it a little bit harder to get those things.
Yeah, let's just one background check.
Yeah.
Just like
three?
Ask them their name.
Yeah.
Like just find out.
Man, guns in Walmart. I don't know if you go to Walmart when you're in the States. It's fucking sick. They're so massive. But you can in California, you can just get air rifles.
Yeah.
So me and a buddy, last time we did a road trip through America, we almost bought a pink sniper rifle air rifle in Walmart, and we were just going to shoot it when we go places. And I'm like, it's just not a good idea to probably have a gun-looking thing as a traveller.
Oh, but I don't think they genuinely don't give a shit. My dad was telling me a story like when he was younger, he was visiting some friends in America, and like they were driving back from a bar one night, and the police fucking pulled them over, and he was like, "You got any guns in the car?" The guy was like, "Yeah, we got like a couple of rifles in the back. There's a sniper there. There's a pistol in the glove compartment, and there's a shotgun under the thing in the back." And the police officer was like, okay, you been drinking tonight? And they're like, no. He's like, okay, on your way.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happened? Huh?
You would have been arrested if you didn't have guns.
Yeah. They're like, okay, how well? Now that you don't have any guns, we're clearly just going to mug you. I'm not the police.
So you don't have any guns in the car, so we're just going to give you this police gun to hold on to in the car. There has to be a gun in the car at all times.
That's just, this is Texas. And we take laws to their absolute limit.
Fucking...
Have you ever fired a gun?
Yes.
Sick.
It's fucking sick.
It is good, but it's also
scary.
It's terrifying how accurate you are. Like the first time me and Kai fired a pistol in fucking Vegas, right? And I was like, I got 4 out of 5 headshots there, and I've never held a gun in my life. It should not be that easy.
How far? You were like 10 meters?
Oh, I was like right up at the mannequin.
You were there wasn't mannequins. You were in a Gap clothing.
Huh? What? Oh shit!
Those
Okay.
were real women.
Oh well, I mean, I got a discount, so.
Yeah. And I've never seen you come harder.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like a distance of like 30 or 40 yards. But even then, like a fair enough bit away that you're like, I should not be able to. This little finger movement should not be enough to ever kill a human being.
It should just be to scratch. That's it. That's all Sloss is doing. He just looks like he could be scratching or fingering.
Yeah. You're
you're
fingering someone's first time being fingered.
Yeah.
It's only one finger.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't imagine any real woman enjoys a one-woman fingering.
Bigger guns had bigger triggers where you ended up having to fist the trigger.
That is how grenade launchers should work. It should just be like a big hole and you just fucking fist through it.
You don't. It doesn't happen straight away. You've got to work it for 5-10 minutes.
It's like starting a lawnmower. Like,
oh man! So I've gotten to fire. Yeah. So I've got to fire a few.
Yeah.
I've got to fire like a variety of them. And that whole thing, like historically, it used to be archery was king for ages, right?
Yeah.
The Mongolians wrecked shit all over the world, and they trained their whole lives to shoot and ride on a horse. And then they invented gunpowder and guns, and cunts who had just been around for 2 weeks could just kill a Mongolian.
Everything fucking changed. Like, it was all these people like, we're the greatest warriors, and you're like, no.
Well,
I can kill you from 50 yards away, probably.
Yeah, my son can do it now.
So, accidentally.
Whoopsie.
Like, a regular person can accidentally kill a samurai that trained for 50 years.
Yeah, and now it's sort of level. What's the terrifying thing about it is a kid can get their hands on a thing and use it effectively, which is a great tool, to be honest.
Aye. Well,
if a kid can use it, but not good for life.
Aye. I mean, I don't think they'll ever. I mean, they'll just never get rid of them in America. Like, I just think it's too... Even though, like, 65% of the country is like, we should not necessarily get rid of them, but we should at least put some restrictions on.
Yeah, I don't think they should ever They don't have to get rid of them. They just have to make it a lot harder to have them.
Yeah. Like,
or just to...
Man, it should be like a... Look, to drive a fucking car... I mean, this is a bad example. It's a good example for the rest of the world until you do the American driving test, which is... forward, reverse, congratulations, here's your fucking license. Okay. Which is why every American in the world is a fucking horrendous driver. And yes, even you listening to this, doesn't matter what part of America you're from, that is true across the board. Your driving test is turn around a fucking corner, you're 15 years old, congratulations, go drive a fucking truck.
Can you hold a venti latte?
Yeah.
And turn a corner?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Can you text your mum? Can't talk driving with one thumb.
Is that a great idea for a racing series where they put them in regular cars and they have to text and do all these different tasks while they're driving around a track?
Oh, so it's like they've got to text somebody like the full works of not the full works of Harry Potter.
Yeah, they got to have a conversation where everything makes sense and maybe do some kind of calculations while drinking something, while maybe doing another thing, doing their hair or breastfeeding or cooking something. I don't know, and then just them, and they've got to go as fast as possible around a track.
It's that's got to be one of the ones where like you've got the other guy in the car giving you directions around the thing, but he's also helping. Like he's the other person that's playing Snap with you at one point.
I would actually watch that. Formula One's fine, but that's no distractions as fast as you can. This is ultimate distractions as fast as you can.
Aye. You've also got to have your kids in the back. Let's go.
Oh yeah. You've got to have kids. You either make your own or you borrow some.
You borrow someone's kids, and maybe I don't know what permanently borrowing's called. Oh, stealing.
Yeah. This is the winner. Is the person whose kids graduate. It's a long race.
It's very long. You've got to just stay on the track.
Yeah.
They refill the car like they do with airplanes.
Yeah.
Like just a slow, like a slightly slower Subaru turns up. They feed it.
And he's texting them. That's how they organise it.
nearly there. Your kid, your least favourite's got to lean out the window, get the tube. Oh, we're back.
We're back.
It's just a small.
Yeah, so you're talking like a mid-drive. You've got to order an Uber to bring you petrol and pour it into your car.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And also deliver you the food.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and also most of the time they get the order wrong, and you have to make sure, like, you've got to double check. You've been like, it was pork gyozas, right? You're like, yeah. You're like, these are chicken wings, and this is a Sunkist, not a Fanta.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well we'll come back, and you're like, you better, like, it's, if you want 5 stars, this is an 18-year race. I accidentally had a kid with my wife in this, and I've got to wait until they're all in uni. That's the...
Fuck, that would be sick. And everyone's driving at about 50 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and it's the rules from speed. Like, if you, like, there's a bomb on the car,
Yeah.
and if you drop below it, it's over for all of you.
Oh, this is escalating to a point which I love.
I think we've just rewritten the movie Death Race. I think that's what's just happened.
Man, but it's life race. Because you've got to have kids, you've got to have a family, all that sort of stuff.
It's the race of life.
The race of life and death.
Aye.
Yeah, and as you see, like, you join it in a new Camry and you see, like, a 1915, like, Model T Ford.
You're like, oh.
And this skeletal man, you're like, fuck. The champion, he's churning his own butter. He's got a farm. It's like Noah's Ark.
He just funnels it himself. I've been sponsored by BP. Fuck, it's the best sponsor you can get.
Where did he get that? I fucking made the company. Jesus! No, he is getting fossil fuels from some of his old animals that have been compressed into the shale beds.
He's got like the composter, but it's like the
bio.
The
Biodiesel?
biodiesel. Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
my mum's an expert on this stuff. I should fucking know the
She
answer.
knows that shit.
It would be so much better if, like, it's really annoying that the only thing we pass down through our genes is, like, you know, anxiety and depression and obesity. It'd be great if you could just pass down your degree.
Oh, man, the idea of having, is it hereditary memory? Is that the right word for it?
No idea.
Like, if you had the memory and knowledge of your ancestors.
Yeah, like a lot of animals do. That's what instincts are.
It'd be a completely different game. Would be less history repeating, but I don't know how you would deal with that generational trauma, would actually exist.
Yeah, also, like, because, like, what did they pass through? Maybe, like, your grand or your great-grand's favourite memory was being railed.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just the
That's
memory
in your head, and
all the time.
that's what you want,
Yeah.
and then you're
and
good at it.
And you recognise your granddad, too. Like,
Yeah.
there's photos of him. He held you when you were 1. You don't remember, but everyone still shows you the pictures.
There's probably our brains just aren't developed enough when we're 1 till 0 to 4.
Yeah.
I don't know when your earliest memory is.
I like a couple of weeks ago. That kid's thing. Yeah.
Welcome to the world.
I've got a real weed problem.
Yeah.
So my earliest memory, like, I know I love Cara, but I have no idea where she came from.
She's just appeared.
Yeah. She's been in my life as long as I can remember.
You're
Unfortunately, that's a year.
It's Memento too. Christopher Nolan's ears are tingling. But I think if you could remember everything from when you were born, it might be a little bit of a rattling.
You don't want to remember being, coming out of your
out of the
mum's
puss.
vagina. That's not.
Maybe it's fun.
No, I mean, that's why you cry after. There's nothing fun about it.
Well, you cry because it's over.
Oh. You just come out and you realise that's the last time you'll touch your mum's pussy.
Like, you're sad that it wasn't a longer pussy tunnel. You're like...
I waited 9 months for that? It was over like that?
Dude, I was expecting at least 6 or 7 meters of puss.
That's why all babies who are cesarean are raging. They're like, fucking what?
The ride's broken?
For 9 months and I didn't get to go through the pussy tube. This is some fucking bullshit.
The pussy tube. I think that's the scientific.
Yeah.
So they go to the husband, he's like fretting in the waiting room, and they're like, there's a problem with your wife's pussy tube.
Are you a real doctor? Yeah, I'm the head surgeon here. Are you sure? You've just called it I'll have, sir, I understand you're under a lot of stress, but I studied for 8 years, and I'm the expert in this hospital in pussy tubes, and I'm telling you that your wife's one is fucked. It's no good.
The old pussy tube.
It's the old pussy tube doctor. I've got a degree in pussy tube philosophy. I studied for ology, being an ology, pussy tubeology.
Tubeologist. So the tube's just not big enough.
It's just not big enough for the baby.
You got a real big boy in there.
You got a real chody pussy tube, and it's just not. It's not great for a home birth. So we've got somebody that can come in and stretch and elongate your pussy tube, but it's mucho expensive here in the United States.
It's going to cost you a few dineros, if you know what I'm saying. Someone just rocks up with a kid's slippery slide and starts jamming it up.
It puts it in and then starts inflating it. It's like it's the pussy tube version. It's the pussy version of a spacer, and it just makes.
Oh man! Well, we're not doctors.
We are not doctors. Oh right,
Yeah.
You got anything to plug?
No,
No, good.
no.
Me neither. Oh wait, no, yes I do.
got shows.
Oh fucking Kai's just messaged. I'm up, be ready to do a pod at 8. I'm gonna have to fucking text him and tell him that we've just
Sorry, babe.
done one because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
travelling for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I got my just Instagram and Bartlol.
Bart Freeburn. Oh,
Yeah.
Bartlol.
Yeah, Bartlol.
Australia, I'm in Darwin. I don't know if we've got any listeners in Darwin, but it's not sold out, and the reason I know it's not sold out is because they keep asking me to do press, and that's never a good sign. Also, there's an extra Melbourne show at the Hamer Hall on the 4th, and the Sydney one at some fucking point. Google it.
All right,
Your dad wears a Veruca sock to bed.
great. Your dad keeps his old toupees in a safe.
My dad's Moira from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Your dad hums Carly Rae Jepsen songs while he wanks.
Oh. Your dad calls his mustache your mum's cunt broom.
Just off upstairs to do some sweeping, boyo.
It's a bit dusty, if you know what I mean.
Your dad's big toe is his smallest toe.
Oh.
And his dreams of being a ballet
God.
quickly knocks.
Your dad's only Google search is, where do Chinese people come from?
But he checks every day. He's not satisfied with his answer.
Just waiting for more information.
It's like, okay, they seem confident, but I'll update this as we go along. One of your dad's nipple is an innie, the other is an outie, and the third gets hard when I take my shoes off.
That's great. Vestigial. Your dad's favourite Marvel character is Michael Keaton's Batman.
Your dad uses a typewriter to send death threats to female voice actors who he feels have spurned him.
Oh, right. Oh man. Your dad is so good at farting, he was born with a silver spoon up his ass.
Great. I'm out.
I have one more.
Go on.
Your dad loves his step ladder more than his regular ladder.
Oh, what fun. Right.
Very nice. Thanks for having me, mate.
Oh, thanks for coming on. I don't know why I'm waving to the podcast.
Bye, we're waving.